outside leg first or inside step?
And usually outside.
Okay. I like the inside, and there's a specific reason for it. So when I arm drag, I'm forcing side to side, and it's coming behind the elbow. When I come outside, when I take this outside step, it leaves, it leaves more gap between our hips. So when you go to turn the corner, which is how you're going to turn facing, that's how you turn. That's how you can, and I have to chase that from the outside. Versus when I come here, when I step, I'm going to step and go to head. I close the distance, and then my next step is always to reach for the tip, and now I can make that turn. It's a subtle detail with an arm drag, but when I come here, I can make that turn a little bit faster. I can get my head to the far shoulder, to the far side of the shoulder. And so every time, as you turn to do your defense, you're pulling me to where I need to be. Again, the point, I'm trying to get to the back. So if I block myself here, then I'm making the distance. Right. So I'm trying to get here, head to head, shoulder to shoulder, because again, that's what I'm trying to do. So try not to drive that shoulder. I'm trying to slide.
Let's go down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to add a hand fighting element, because you arm drag somebody a couple times, they're going to go, oh, the motherfucker's going to arm drag me, and immediately pull back. So we can use that to set ourselves up for success. I'm going to come here. You're either going to pull back, or you're going to try and strip it with your other hand. Strip, strip. I know that you're going to strip one hand and strip. I know where that hand is going. Yeah. I don't necessarily have to grab it. A couple times when you were grabbing, you just reach and grab, which is great. Set yourself up for that while you're in hand fighting. Get a grip that you would normally get. I'm going to strip that grip. And I'm going to come to strip this one. That's your motion. I'm going to just drag. Strip, drag. You're already there. Nice and easy. Grab, strip, grab, strip.
Oh, and is it because with an arm drag, ideally you would have
We're trying to get deep.
and then if we start to, if I'm here and you strip it, and then I'm here, I'm already here.
You're already
deep. The hard part is already done.
And I'm not thinking about the arm drag. I'm thinking about why make that grip. It's just we're going to put a progression on it. You look here, you look here. Yeah. So still strip it. I would say still strip it. Yeah. But even if you're just going to strip that off and go, you're inside of the shoulder.
Yeah. But would you like to put it in their pocket like that?
I prefer putting it in their pocket. If I bring it out,
Yeah.
then I run the risk of getting caught here,
Yeah.
and then they body caught. If at all possible, I want to try and get it here.
Yeah. I don't think of it. I just try to get, like, if it goes out, it goes out, as long as I can get that on.
Okay.
But if I can,
So for you, most of the time, that's not going to be an issue.
Right.
Rarely are you going to run into somebody who runs this phone.
right.
So even if you go out, you're dragging out, right? You're moving around it.
Yeah.
But if I put it in the hip pocket, I don't have to make that motion. And get this set.
You cut the corner.
And the other advantage to that is that when I get to here, I've got this. I can go and get my body lock here, and I've got it. So now I'm better with that. And then I'm doing all that stuff. But you've got one less limb to work with. You've got to try and break with one hand or whatever you're going to do. So that's why I like bringing that in. Letting me get a nice straight turn.
Yeah.
Yes. So again, we're going to go inside so we can go ahead there. Yes. Nice. Inside leg first. So you got caught. Hold on a second. So because you took outside step first, you
Yeah.
ended up getting caught here.
Yeah.
And there's a couple sacrifices I can do from
Right.
where you've got position, but my legs inside, so now I can drop and elevate. Again, do yourself. As you start getting, now you're worried about, I just want to get to that. When you get to that, when you get to that in good position, and then you're just stacking how long you
Yeah.
That's how it's good. And again, notice how we use the body lock there. You already do that in our hand.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's what happens when I'm inside deep.
Yeah.
So if I am in a set, I want to be outside deep.
Because you're, and again,
Unless I'm going to do one of those Marcelo Garcia pose.
yeah, if you're gonna try to do an inside trip,
Yeah.
then we're coming here, and then a lot of times I'll even come here and do a tap up. I'll take the knee and then I'll use the foot to
Yeah.
elevate as I'm coming in.
Which I like because it's just controlled enough to feel confident.
Yeah. Well, for me personally, I'm willing to try a takedown that takes you backwards. I'm less likely to try a takedown that I don't know very well that takes you forwards.
So the aggressor,
The opponent.
the opponent, if they're
So
going backwards.
if my opponent is going backwards, I'm okay with that. Because most of the time it's difficult for me to break your limb when you're going to land on your ass. Because everybody's got a ton of experience of going this. We all fall down really low. It's when we start falling forward that limbs get locked or twisted or folded, and then you break things. Lateral is even more dangerous than forward. If I'm going to take something sideways, I need to be fucking locked.
Yeah, I've seen, it's funny, subconsciously, I think BJJ guys don't like drag forwards. You know, you do a full-on kick. I'm going to do a smackdown, but I'm not expecting to get you, like, facing the, but I was
Yeah.
bases on that. So he would do a forward trip where I forget the setup, but basically he just blocks my thighs and drags me over
Yes.
his leg, and it's up to me to sprawl my legs.
Yeah, to get
my
off of
knees.
your legs. Yeah,
Yeah, keep my knees from getting hyperextended.
Absolutely.
And he would just do that without a second thought, and he would not mind if I did it to him.
Right.
I was like, oh, it's different. I didn't have that.
Whoa. But yeah, 100%. Wrestlers will absolutely, there's no compunction. And the way takedowns are structured, you'll do the way I blew my knee out was a guy went for a head toss from here.
Yeah.
But he had put my weight back here.
Yeah.
And then flipped me over and fucking
Yeah.
it was a twist and then left and it was just like good times. Good times.
I know it's not dangerous if you be mindful. A lot of this, the spazzy white belt judo, which is me, with other, spazzy white belt judo, a lot of the times it's just throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks. Well, it's scary because I can see myself throwing my knees out of the way and getting.
And that's why I like the curricula that we use in the Uchi and a lot of the stuff and I think it's Uchi Society, where you come in and he said, I don't want to necessarily finish this, but I'm going to throw that Uchi just to get you moved out so that you get that society as you come back down to the societal. And I just did it with me today. As someone gets around to your back, if you get a leg in, I can just throw this Uchi and it gets me turned back around. I don't have to use it. It's not necessarily a tool that I have to use to take it down. It's just nope, get off my back. Yep.